Sai Ram students, welcome to the second session of chapter 15, that is materials we use. So before starting today's session, children, let's revise what we had learnt in the last session. So children, in the last session we had seen two types of substances, that is man-made substance and natural substance, right? So substances which are available in nature, they are called as natural substances. And what are man-made substances? The new substance, it is formed by the chemical processing of the natural substance, are called as man-made substances. Then children, we saw about the toothpaste, right? So the in olden days, the acacia bark, pomegranate rind, ash, coal powder, all these were used as a toothpaste, right? The commercial toothpaste, it came into existence only in the year 1873, right? So the first commercial toothpaste which was launched was by Colgate, right? So Colgate, it is a company name, and the toothpaste name is also given as Colgate. Before that, prior to 500 BC, people were using toothpaste as a mixture of bones and shells. Then in the 17th century, in the 19th century, they started using the toothpaste which was having soap as the ingredient. Later on, they used the chalk like material in the toothpaste, right? So what is a toothpaste? The principal ingredients of the toothpaste are two main ingredients, that is calcium carbonate and calcium hydrogen phosphate, right? So what it does, both these ingredients, it removes the dirt on the teeth and it also polishes the teeth. The third ingredient which is present in a certain proportion is the fluoride. So the fluoride, it helps to prevent tooth decay as well as it strengthens the bones and the enamel covering of the teeth, right? Now what is a detergent? Now detergent means it cleans or wipes away the dirt. It has been derived from the Latin word deterger, right, which means wipe away. So your soap nut, that is your Rita, soap pod, that is Shikakai, all these are used as detergents, right? So then we saw, children, that this molecule of the detergent, it is long and it has got two ends, and both the ends has got different properties, right? So the molecule of the detergent, it holds at one end the water molecule and the other end the oil molecule, and after all, and then as a result, what happens, the molecules of the oil and the water, they get mixed with each other, and that is the way the soap acts on the soiled cloths, right? Soiled clothes. So today we are going to see about the types of detergents. Now these are the natural detergents. So as I had told you, soap nut is nothing but your Rita and soap pod is your Shikakai. So previously these were only used for as a soaps, right? Because these were available naturally and they do not have any harmful effects on the skin also. So soap nut, that is Rita, and soap pod, that is Shikakai, are the natural detergents which are in common use. They contain a chemical named as saponin. So soap pod and soap nut, they do not have any harmful effect on human skin or on silk and woolen threads of cloth. So since these are natural detergents, they do not have any harmful effect neither on the skin nor on the clothes which are of silk or of woolen type, right? Because and they contain a chemical called as saponin. Then man-made detergent. Now soap is a man-made detergent. So it is a man-made detergent which has been in use since ancient times. So from the time man has come to know how to make a soap, from that time we are using this soap. It is believed that soap was invented in the West about 2000 years ago. In those days, soap was prepared using animal fat and wood ash. Today we come across variety of soaps. So what is being said, that it was invented in the West around 2000 years ago, and that time how was soap prepared? It was prepared by using animal fat and wood ash, right? And today we see a variety of soaps. There are a lot of soaps available in the market. Now there are two types of soaps. One is a hard soap and the other is the soft soap. Now what is a hard soap? Hard soap is the one which we use for washing the clothes. And what does it contain? It contains the sodium salt of fatty acids. So hard soap is the soap which is used for washing clothes, and it contains sodium salt of fatty acids. And what is soft soap? Soft soap, it is used for bathing. It is a potassium salt of fatty acids and it does not cause irritation of skin. So soft soap, it is used for bathing purpose, and it contains potassium salt of fatty acids, and because of that it does not cause irritation of skin, right? So you might have seen children, the detergent, it is not very soft, it is little bit hard, whereas the soaps which you are used for bathing, it is very soft, right? Now what are synthetic detergents? It has now taken, the synthetic detergents, they have now taken the place of the soap. There are several methods of producing these detergents. The long structural units in the synthetic detergents are obtained from the raw materials which are mainly fats or kerosene. So synthetic detergents are also prepared by man, right? And we can produce it by using several methods. So these are usually obtained from the raw materials, that is fats and kerosene. Detergents are obtained by subjecting these raw materials to a variety of chemical processes. Synthetic detergents are used in many types of cosmetics, and these detergents, it can be used in hard water as well. Now hard water means your boring water. In that also you can use this synthetic detergent, right? And it has been mostly it is used in cosmetics. So now children, we'll see how to prepare a soap. So what do you require for preparing a soap? First you will require 15 grams sodium hydroxide. Then you will require 60 ml coconut oil and then 15 grams salt. Also you will require a glass rod, a beaker, a wire gauze, burner and water. Now what you will do, you will take this 60 ml of coconut oil in a beaker, and in another container you will take 15 grams sodium hydroxide and you would add 50 ml water to it, and you will dissolve it using the glass rod. Now once it is dissolved, you will pour this mixture into the 60 ml coconut oil which is there in the beaker, and then once you mix it, what you will do, you will keep for heating, right, on the wire gauze using the burner. Now once it starts boiling for around 10 to 12 minutes, you will be keep on continuously stirring it, right? Now you will prepare a solution of 15 grams salt in 200 ml of water. So once that solution is prepared, again you will add it to the beaker which is containing the coconut oil and the sodium hydroxide plus water mixture, and then you have to take care that the mixture which is there, it should not boil over during heating, right? So after some time you will see that the soap is formed by the chemical reaction and then it will float on the water. Then after some time you will see that the soap, it has become thick, and then now what you will do, now you will separate this thick soap and then you will add perfume to it, right? Whatever perfume you want to add, whichever smell you want to give, right? So and then you will pour it into a mold so that you can give the desired shape to that soap, right? So with this what happens, the fat and this alkali, now alkali is your sodium hydroxide and fat is your coconut oil. So fat and alkali, they combine to form a salt of fatty acid. So your detergents, they are chemically, they are nothing but sodium or potassium salt of fatty acids. So this is the way you can prepare the soap. Now we'll see about cement production. Cement, it is an important material in construction. Sheet blocks, pillars and pipes are made from concrete produced from cement. Cement is a dry, greenish, grey powder with fine particles. You might have seen children, cement is available, right? Wherever there are construction sites going on, or you can also get it in any hardware shop. So in the construction, cement, it is an important material. And from cement, you can prepare lots of things, pillars, pipes, sheet blocks also, right? And the concrete which is prepared, that is also prepared from cement. So how does this cement look? It is a dry powder and it is greenish gray in color with fine particles in it, right? Now this is the image of the cement. Now with the cement, you can prepare houses like this, right? Now previously the houses were prepared from the mud and from the sticks or from the grass, right? But nowadays you can see the houses which are like this, which are prepared from cement, right? Now let's see about cement production. It is made from silica, that is sand, alumina, that is aluminium oxide, lime, iron oxide, and magnesia, that is magnesium oxide. Portland cement is the most commonly used cement for construction work. It is made from the raw material which consists of 60% lime, that is calcium oxide, 25% silica, that is silicon dioxide, and 5% alumina. The rest is iron oxide and gypsum, that is calcium sulfate. Portland cement gets its name from the stone quarried from the Isle of Portland in England, which has a similar texture. In ancient times, the Romans had made cement as well as concrete. They used to make aqueous cement by mixing volcanic ash in moistened lime, right? So this Portland cement, it has got its name from the Isle of Portland in England, right? So it has got a similar texture, right? So in olden times, what happened? The Romans also, they used to make cement as well as concrete. But how they used to make? They used to make aqueous cement by adding volcanic ash in moistened lime, right? Now it was a very durable cement, this Roman cement which was used. With the decline of the Roman Empire, this art of making cement was also forgotten. In 1756, the British engineer John Smeaton developed the method of making aqueous cement. Now what is a concrete? Concrete is prepared by mixing cement, water, sand and gravel. For making a strong and leak-proof slab, certain substances are mixed in concrete. So concrete is prepared by using cement only, but in that water, sand and gravel is also added. And for making a strong and leak-proof slab, this concrete is mixed, right? In this concrete, certain substances are mixed, right? So you have seen on the roads, concrete roads are all prepared, right? So it becomes tougher, right? So with this, children, we finish this chapter 15, that is materials we use, right? So let's recap what we have learned today. So children, we saw today the two types of detergents, that is natural detergent and man-made detergent. So natural detergents are your soap nut and soap pod. They are available in nature, so, and they do not have any harmful effect on the skin as well as on the clothes. Then we saw about man-made detergents. Now man-made detergents also, there are, the soaps are of two types, hard soap and soft soap, right? So the hard soap, it is made up of the sodium salt of fatty acid, and the soft soap, it is made of the potassium salt of fatty acids, right? Then we saw about the synthetic detergent, they are used in cosmetics. Then we saw about the preparation of the soap, and then we saw about the cement, right? So cement, the Portland cement is the best cement. And as I told you, the cement, it is used for various other works like sheets, then pipes, as well as for making pillars, right? So cement, it is a dry and greenish gray powder, right? And then we saw about concrete. So concrete, it is also prepared by mixing cement, water, sand and gravel, right? So with that, we can make strong and leak proof slabs, right? So children, in the next session we will start with a new chapter. Till then, goodbye.